Baby. Young Thug fights to keep grotesque photo of crime scene out of trial. Rapper Young Thug wants to keep a picture of the aftermath of a shooting committed by the co-founder and an associate of YSL out of his trial. Young Thug, born Jeffrey Williams, has made a name for himself as a multi-platinum rapper, but now he finds himself in a high-profile Rico case. Young Thug, known as the leader of the Young Slime Life YSL subset of the Bloods gang, faces 8 counts in a 65-count indictment. Charges against him include conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, RICO, participation in criminal street gang activity, violations of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, and possession of a firearm while committing a felony, among others. In the latest development of this ongoing trial, Young Thug's legal team filed a motion to exclude an alarming photograph from the trial evidence. The picture shows the aftermath of a shooting incident involving Dexter Montgomery, who was allegedly shot by YSL associate Demise McMullen and the gang's co-founder, Walter Murphy. On April 12, 2015, Young Thug's defense argues that the photograph's prejudicial effect outweighs its prohibitive value, as the rap star had no involvement in the shooting incident. The YSL Rico case originated with an indictment announced by Fulton County prosecutors on May 9, 2022. The indictment involved 28 individuals accused of being part of the YSL criminal organization, including Young Thug himself, Sergio Gunna Kitchens, Arnold, Lil Duke Martinez, and DeMonte Yak Gotti Kendrick, among others. Young Thug is accused of being a gang leader, inciting violence, and even being involved in murder. Among the defendants, 8 have taken plea deals, including Sergio Gunna Kitchens, Walter Murphy, Arnold Lil Duke Martinez, and Williams' brother Quintarius Unfunk Greer. Murphy, a co-founder of YSL with Young Thug, pleaded guilty to a single count of conspiracy to violate the RICO Act and was sentenced to 10 years with 1 year commuted for time served and the remaining 9 years on probation. As part of his plea agreement, Murphy must testify truthfully in any further trial as it may become necessary. However, Demise McMullen, another YSL associate, has not taken a plea deal and is facing murder and RICO charges. McMullen is accused of attempted murder against Dexter Murphy and 3 other people, which is considered an act of racketeering activity under Georgia law. Despite the seriousness of the charges, Young Thug's defense maintains his innocence and is prepared to fight to clear his name. If convicted, the rapper could face up to 20 years in prison. If y'all want his charges, here you go. Count 1, conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, OCGA 16-14-4. C. Count 2, murder, OCGA 16-15-1. Now, what I'll say is this, right? You want to make sure you don't prejudice the jury, but they already prejudiced in the jury by this information being out. Let's understand there's a fight being fought right now before trial even starts. A judge can tell you all day, hey man, disregard that information that they just said and don't weigh it and all that stuff. But once they get in the back rooms, it's fairly hard to say, don't do it. If I told you right now, don't think of a pink elephant. Don't think of a pink elephant. You're thinking of a pink elephant right now. That's how that goes. It's all subliminal. So Thug's lawyer is doing what he's supposed to do because you don't want that out there. You're going to prejudice the hell out of the jury. Thug had nothing to do with it. But it all falls into trying to paint this as a corrupt, crazy criminal organization act that will kill you. And if they do that and they paint Young Thug as the leader of this, they're going to act like as though he ordered it, even though Young Thug might not have said nothing. Might not even known it happened. But because y'all all flying up under the same umbrella, that's what they're trying to get to. And that's the part where y'all had to get upset with these cats in the whole mindset of YSL is a gang. I don't think they understood that part. Now, will DK come through and tell is one of the bigger things. I don't know. Because from what it seemed like initially, it seemed like Cuz had changed his life and left a whole bunch of stuff alone, didn't come around nobody, but then he ended up kicking it with Mondo. But it's funny because DK, Walter Murphy, was the first one. Gunna was number 2. DK was the first one. Go look it up. I dare you to. So it wasn't Gunner who first signed the deal. Gunner was the one with the notable name, but DK was the first one that was out. So will he ultimately tell? Will he be one of the ones that I would want on that witness stand? If I was Fonnie Willis, you goddamn right I would. I'm looking at this as war. This is the player that I would need. All these other cats and everything like that, I really wouldn't need them. Maybe Gunner based off of him saying, yeah, I have knowledge of them committing crimes and all that stuff. Don't mean necessarily I'm going to tell, but you already just said enough. That's enough for me to play a video and say, well, he knows that they commit crimes. He's the number 2 guy in line. Might not even call your dumb ass up to the stand. But y'all let me know your thoughts on this, and I'd be curious to read what you write. Man, we just got to wait and see, bro. This right here, bro. Shout out to Brian Still for doing his job. Some of y'all may think when you first initially heard it, like, well, all right. But then as we get further, like, you don't want to prejudice the jury. You don't need to bring up somebody else's case while I'm fighting my own case. But that's why when people start severing the trial and all of this stuff and everything like that, it starts to look a little bit better, because when I got like 8 people sitting there, they all get painted as one picture. But let me know your thoughts on this one. All right, man, so y'all know we just hit 1,000 subs. We're trying to get to 10,000 subs. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Help us out, help us out. I'll catch y'all at the 10,000 sub mark. New video dropped in. New outro.